Certification sample question with answer. Question number 1. What is the time micro observer is expected to reach the polling station? Correct answer option B, 90 minutes before the commencement of a poll. VM2 report needs to submitted the sector officer to the returning officer within dash days of the announcement of election. Correct answer option B, 3 days. What is the use of a special tag? Option C, for sealing is the inner compartment of the result section of a control unit. Number 4. What is the maximum age prescribed to registration in e-poll? Correct answer option D, none of the above. Question number 5. Error displayed in control unit during the actual poll require which of the following machines to be replaced? Ballot unit, control unit and VVPAT. Number 6. Sealing of a control unit and VVPAT drop box to be done at the time of option B, after the end of a mock poll and before signing the mock poll certificate. What should be the ideal time distance for a sector officer for covering all his polling station in a rural area? Option B, 2 hours. If either ballot unit, control unit, VVPAT is found defective during mock poll, option D, only the defective ballot unit, control unit or VVPAT will be replaced. At the disposal center, which of the following items are to be checked by the presiding officer? Here correct answer. Option A, B, C, D and E. During actual poll, if the control unit is found is non-functional, then which one of the replace as per the protocol? Option D, ballot unit, control unit and VVPAT. During poll, if any EVM becomes malfunctional, the presiding officer should contact whom the replacement of the same. SO अर्थात sector officer. Which of the following is not true? Option D. After completion of actual voting, the presiding officer to ensure CRC. Which of the following regarding tender vote is true? Option B. 20 ballot papers shall be provided by the RO to each polling station at the first instance. Under which rule, after close of the poll, all election papers shall be sealed in separate packets? Option B, Rule 49U of the Conduct of Election Rule 1961. Excluding stationary container and covered envelope, how many packets are used as per the form M21 at the receipt center? Option C, 6. After casting vote in the ballot unit, the printed slip is exposed through the transparent window of the VVPAT for how many seconds? Correct answer 7 seconds. When does the mock poll start? Correct answer option C, before 90 minutes of the scheduled poll time. What is the polling area of the booth during poll? 200 meters. Which one of the following is not true? Challenged voter, objection made by the presiding officer. If voter refuses to vote after name is entered in the register of voter, then it will be recorded in Form 17A and Form 17C. Indelible ink will be applied on which finger of the voter is a normal case? Option A, left hand index finger. What is the full form of SBEEP? Systematic Voters Education and Electoral Participation. Which of the following is not true? If control unit show low battery for VVPAT, then simply replace it for the power pack of CU only. The mock poll will be conducted at which of the following location? Option B, at the voting compartment. In what interval the voter turnout report will be sent? Option B, in every 2 hours interval. Who will remain in change of a control unit for Lok Sabha? Option 4D, fourth polling officer. Before how many days of the poll date a sector officer to be declared as a special executive magistrate? At least before 7 days of the date of poll. How many votes including nota will be cast during mock poll? 50 votes. Which of the following is true regarding voting by an EDC electoral? The first polling officer will explain the polling agents regarding EDC voters. How many polling agents are required to be present at the time of a mock poll? Polling agent at least 2 candidates. Who supplies the VM1 to the sector officer? DEO, District Election Officer. During actual poll, In case of the control unit or ballot unit does not work properly, replace entire set control unit, ballot unit and VVPAT. What is the ideal size of the sector? Option B 10 to 12 police station. The color of the voter slip of a state assembly poll and parliament poll is dash and dash respectively, pink and white. Which button is pressed after mock poll to make all counts zero? Option C clear. Which of the following is incorrect? Option D second polling officer in charge of a marked poll of the electoral roll. Who appoints the polling team? DO district election officer. If the EVM is found non-functional during actual poll, how many votes should be cast to each candidate including nota as a part of the mock poll after replacing of the EVM? 1 votes. In which from the should public servant on election duty apply for postal vote? Form number 12. Who of the following categories votes can vote through postal ballot? Service voter. Presiding officer deal with smooth conduct of a voting process. VVPAT will be located on the left side of a ballot unit. Which of the following is incorrect? Option B. Whenever the presiding officer enters the voting compartment, he is not required to permit the polling agent to accompany him. Which of the following person is entered to enter the polling station? A, B, C and E. Full form of the VSDU is VVPAT Status Display Unit. Who appoints the sector officer? DO District Election Officer. Under which of the following provision the BLO is appointed? Section 13B2 of RP Act 1950. Which of the following pairs is incorrect? Form 14A List of challenge vote. Which of the following are true regarding the provision available in blind and infirm voters? A, B and C only. If the polling agent is at least 2 candidates are not present for mock poll, what should the presiding officer do? Wait for 15 more minutes and then start the mock poll. What is the maximum capacity of recording of votes in a control unit? Maximum 384 candidates including nota. During poll, if VVPAT becomes malfunctional after replacement of a new VVPAT, how many mock poll is to be done? Here correct answer D, none of the above. Chief Election Officer of India appointed by President of India. Who is the interface in between presiding officer and a returning officer? Option B sector officer. Who are known as classified service voters? Service voters who option for proxy. Whether mock poll is required in case of a replacement of only VVPAT during actual poll? No. Which of the following pairs is incorrect? Envelope at the rate EVM papers blue. In case of a proxy voters, in which finger indelible ink will be applied? Middle finger of left hand. ECIL stands for Electronics Corporation of India Limited. The role of the sector officer after dispersal of polling parties allotted to him ensure safe reaching of polling parties in their booth. Which symbol is used in the marking of a third gender by the first polling officer in the electoral roll? Star mark near serial number. No mock poll takes place dash. In case of replacement of only VVPAT during actual poll. Under Rule 49MA, the electoral alleges of the paper slip generated by VVPAT has shown the name of a symbol of a candidate other than the one is voted for. Which of the following is wrongly matched? EPIC, Electronic Photo Identity Card. What is the full form of a nota? Option B, none of the above. Which of the following is incorrect? Option B, always switch on control unit before any connection or disconnection. What is the polling hour of Koraput district for SG 2024? Both A and B, 7 am to 4 am, 7 am to 6 pm. Who appoints the observer for monitoring of election? ECI, Election Commission of India. Which of the following statement is true? VVPAT drops has to be sealed after the completion of the actual poll. What is the abbreviation of CAPF? Central Armed Police Force. Which polling officer will be in charge of the EVM control unit for state assembly election? Fifth polling officer. Which type of EVM is going to be used during the upcoming simultaneous election? M3. Which form number is prescribed in inclusion of the name of the roll? Form 6. What should be the ideal time distance for a sector officer for covering all his polling station in an urban area? 1 hour. Third polling officer will be in charge of option none of the above. What is the duty of second polling officer in a simultaneous general election? He will be in charge of the indelible ink and voter registration in Form 17A. Basing upon which of the following permanent and polling station can be declared as a critical polling station? All of the above. Waiting time to start mock poll is dash if one of the polling agent available. 15 minutes. What is the abbreviation of VVPAT? Voter Verified Paper Audit Trail. What is the color of ballot paper of Assembly constituency? Pink. In challenged vote, polling agent challenge the identity of any electoral. In case of a challenged vote, the challenging polling agent has to be deposit ₹2. In case of challenged vote, who is compartment is hold summary inquiry. None of the above. What is the role of the first polling officer? In charge of marked copy and electoral roll. Who is responsible of the sector management plan? SO, sector officer. Which is the following is not true? Mock poll certificate is to be filled by the presiding officer at the end of the actual poll. Which button is required to be pressed by the presiding officer after completion of a poll? Close button of control unit. How many overseas electoral can identify himself as electoral to cast vote? One of the basis his original passport produced by him. If the alert button of the control unit has been pressed to release voting on the ballot unit for the last electoral but he refused to vote, in that case, what is the sequence of event to be followed? 2, 4, 3, 1. The maintenance of the completion of a record electoral who have been issued with a tender's ballot is done into Form 17B. Who is responsible for the vulnerability mapping exercise of the polling station? Sector officer. Who is the in charge of a polling station? Presiding officer. What action to be taken by ERO with reference to E-roll? All the above. How many polling agent and a relieving polling agent a candidate can appoint to each polling station? 1 polling agent and 2 relieving polling agents. Who prepares the ASD voters list? ERO. After completion of a mock poll, which machine of EVM should be sealed in green paper seal? Control unit. Which of the following documents is associated with the Form 17A, Register of Voter? Who of the following are absentee voters? All the above. Who authorized the media person to enter in the polling station? Election Commission of India. Which section rule requires the presiding officer to close the control unit in case of occurrence to both capturing in the polling station? Rule 49X of the Conduct of Election Rule 1961. एहीपरि इलेक्शन रिलेटेड एजुकेशनल रिलेटेड वीडियो पाइबा चैनल सहित जोड़ी रुहतु जो मैंने फास्ट टाइम साइट को विजिट कर सब्सक्राइब कर बेल आइकन ऑल क्लिक करूँ जहाँफल जो नुआ वीडियो अपलोड हम तार नोटिफिकेशन फास्ट आप पाखे पहुँची पार लाइक करूँ और अन्य बंधु मानक शेयर करूँ।